So, to cook a Palauan meal for your mom, you have to get some fresh ingredients such as these fish. So for the fried Mekebud, what I like to do is get some Mekebud. Make sure they're, well, some people don't scale them. I like to scale them. That should be probably enough, or maybe a little bit more. Sprinkle on some seasoned salt. Mix them up. Then set them aside in the fridge for maybe half an hour to marinate. For the sashimi Mekebud, some people like use their hands to take off the head and take out the gut stuff. That's really tedious to me. I just do this. I just use a knife, cut it there, and then I just go in there and then clear it out like that. Then throw it in the water, and then you can just clean them all out later on. So it's that, like that. Okay. And now for sashimi, the shoulder, the upper meat part, this portion here, this is really good for sashimi. So we're gonna slice that out, get it out, and then fillet it, get it ready for sashimi. Once it's filleted, put it in the freezer, let it rest in the freezer for a few minutes so it can firm up, so it's gonna be easier to slice up for sashimi. The reason why I'm doing this is because this lower portion is for soup, and I'm gonna take out the scales, so I'm just gonna leave it intact. It's easier to take out the scales that way. But here, I don't have to take out the scales. It's better not to, because I'm gonna use the fillet knife to fillet this meat like this. So there's your fillet, and that's gonna go into the freezer with the other shoulder to firm up for slicing for sashimi later. This is really good for trolling. You want to save it in some brine, salt water, and extra salt in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer. And when we go out to troll, put it on the hook, and you're gonna get something big. All right, so I'm just gonna take out the scales. This is for the salt and soy sauce soup, sauce malu. See this scale right here, this on the middle portion, that's super hard, so might as well cut that out. See, there's some bones over there, so I usually just take those out, and then ride the ribs with your fillet knife down. That can be for the cat or for whatever. This is for the salt and soy sauce soup. I usually want to do like 4 fingers. So while all this is going on, have a beer. There's the beer. While your son is assisting you over there, and also at the same time, you can enjoy the sunset. So preheat the deep fryer, and then put the marinated Mekebud sardines in the basket. Then throw them in the deep fryer, and then let them fry for a while until they're golden brown. Alright, so fry them up until they're super crispy brown, golden brown, and then dump them in a container with paper towel so they can drain. Alright, so smalu. What I do is I just kind of eyeball it depending on how much fish you have. So this is how much fish I have. Usually it's like 2 parts oil for 1 part soy sauce. Here's the soy sauce. And then water. Ayun nga. Mga dura video. Mga dura ko. Sa mga dura ko. 2, 3. It's a coffee mug. 3.5. Then you put the fish inside.
That's fish.
Yeah, that's fish. Look at the fish, Yuhan.
Masaka fish. Masaka
Namada ka ay sa fish, Yuhan. Kita fix sa mama kramay. The ones with the bones, that's the ones that you want on the bottom. Okay, kaya na makabud ako. Tim? So you kind of want it to cover the fish. Eventually it's going to simmer down. Put it on the stove on high heat until it boils. Okay, so for the Mekebud sashimi, sardine sashimi, just plate it whichever way you like. I'm going to use a foam plate, so it's disposable. So you can just plate it as such. Alright, after it's been simmering for a while, like the last couple of minutes, put in the onions. This is optional, but my daughter likes the onions, so that's why they're going in. If you want, you can put in some black pepper. Alright, then just throw in the green onions. Not throw them in, but just like sprinkle them all around. Save a few to garnish your mom's plate. As soon as you put them in, kill the fire. Kill the fire, kill the stove, whatever you want to kill. And then start getting ready to bring dinner to mom.